Hello friends, welcome to our this new video. This is video number 9 based on topic solutions. In this video, we are going to learn one more important article. So that is what the Raoult's law for the solutions of non-volatile solutes. So see, what is that? The Raoult's law for solutions of non-volatile solutes. So we have already studied the Raoult's law for the solutions of liquids, that is liquids in liquids. Both solute and solvent are liquid. In this case we know. So what is the Raoult's law for the solutions of liquids? That is, it states that the partial vapor pressure of any volatile component of a solution is directly proportional to the vapor pressure of that pure component into the mole fraction of that component into the solution. So here we are going to learn the Raoult's law for the solutions of non-volatile solutes. So that is, in a liquid, that is solvent, a specific non-volatile solute is dissolved. Try to understand. When a non-volatile solute is dissolved in a liquid, in such case, see, so what is the Raoult's law? So for solutions of non-volatile solutes, law is applicable for only volatile solvent. Try to understand. So this is very important. So for the solutions of non-volatile solutes, if the solutes are non-volatile and they are dissolved in a volatile solvent or liquid, then the law is applicable for only volatile solvent. पहा, अशा सोल्युशन्समध्ये जेव्हा नॉन व्होलाटाईल सोल्यूट असेल, व्होलाटाईल सॉल्वंट लिक्विडमध्ये डिझॉल्व, तेव्हा लॉ हा फक्त व्होलाटाईल सॉल्वंटलाच लागू पडतो. कारण सोल्यूट कसा आहे? नॉन व्होलाटाईल आहे. म्हणून व्होलाटाईल सॉल्वंट किंवा लिक्विड जे आहे त्यालाच लॉ ॲप्लिकेबल होतो, राउल्ट्स लॉ. आणि मग राउल्ट्स लॉ काय सांगतो पहा? इट स्टेट्स दॅट, नाउ सी द स्टेटमेंट. सो व्हॉट इज दॅट? द राउल्ट्स लॉ फॉर द सोल्युशन्स ऑफ नॉन व्होलाटाईल सोल्यूट्स इन ए volatile solvent or liquid. So see, it states that the vapor pressure of solvent over the solution is equal to the vapor pressure of pure solvent multiplied by its mole fraction in the solution. Now see, so what is that? So in case of the solutions of non-volatile solutes, the law is applicable for only the solvents from the solution, because solutes are non-volatile. And what it states that? Law states that for the, see here, it states that the vapor pressure of solvent over the solution, that is solvent from the solution or solvent over the solution, is equal to what? The vapor pressure of pure solvent multiplied by its mole fraction in the solution. पहा, लक्षात येतं का? लॉ काय सांगतो? So for the solutions of non-volatile solutes, the law is only again applicable for only the volatile solvent, and still it states that the vapor pressure of the volatile component, that is solvent from the solution, is equal to what again? Is equal to vapor pressure of that pure component multiplied by its mole fraction in the solution. Okay, so how it can be mathematically written? See here. So we already studied this. That is what? So vapor pressure, now see here, of that solvent from the solution is equal to what? P10 into x1. That is the vapor pressure of that component, that is solvent, pure component P10 indicates what? The vapor pressure of the pure solvent from the solution multiplied by x1, that is the mole fraction of this solvent into the solution. So P1 is equal to P10 into x1. Okay, let us consider this is equation number first. A plot of P1 versus x1 is straight line. So again, when the P1 vapor pressure of such component solvent is plotted against its mole fraction in the solution. See, so we will get again a straight line graph, we know. So that can be shown like this here. Variation of vapor pressure of solution. Variation of vapor pressure of solution or solvent from the solution with mole fraction of solvent. With mole fraction of solvent. Non-volatile solute साठी the law काय सांगतो, फक्त सॉल्व्हंटच्या बाबतीत हा लॉ ॲप्लिकेबल आहे आणि लॉ सांगतो व्हॉट इज दॅट? इट स्टेट्स दॅट द वेपर प्रेशर ऑफ सच सॉल्व्हंट फ्रॉम द सोल्युशन that is equal to what? The pure pressure, vapor pressure of that solvent multiplied by mole fraction of that solvent into the solution. And that's why when vapor pressure of such a solvent from the solution म्हणतोय ना आपण, है ना, vapor pressure of solution म्हणण्याऐवजी solvent from the solution, कारण सोल्युशनचं जे काही वेपर प्रेशर आहे ते या सॉल्व्हंटच्या वेपर प्रेशरवरतीच अवलंबून असतं, हे आपण पाहिलेलं आहे. कारण सोल्यूट हा नॉन व्होलाटाईल आहे. म्हणून पहा, वेपर प्रेशर ऑफ सॉल्व्हंट व्हेन प्लॉटेड अगेन्स्ट द मोल फ्रॅक्शन ऑफ सॉल्व्हंट इन दॅट सोल्युशन, सो वी विल गेट सच ए स्ट्रेट लाईन. We will get such a straight line, simple graph. x1 is equal to 0, and mole fraction of x1 stands for the mole fraction of solvent. So as the mole fraction goes on increasing, the vapor pressure of this solvent goes on increasing. So that is the simple graph. Okay, so for a binary solution containing only one solute, that is one solvent and one solute, solvent and solute. So for a binary solution containing only one solute, ज्याच्यात एकच सोल्यूट आहे, नॉन व्होलाटाईल सोल्यूट, we know x1 plus x2 is equal to 1 mole fractions, x1 mole fraction of solvent, x2 mole fraction of solute, आणि दोन्हीची बेरीज एक असते आपल्याला माहिती, त्यालाच आपण मोल फ्रॅक्शन म्हणतो, है ना. 1 मोल मध्ये सोल्यूटचा वाटा किती, सॉल्व्हंटचा वाटा किती, 1 मोल सोल्युशन मध्ये ते दर्शित आहे. म्हणून x1 plus x2 is equal to 1 आपल्याला माहित आहे. x1 is equal to what then? 1 minus x2. 1 minus x2. So by substituting the value of this x1 in this equation, so that is what in this equation p1 is equal to p10 x1. या इक्वेशन मध्ये आपण x1 ची किंमत ठेवली पहा, p1 is equal to p10 into 1 minus x2. 1 minus x2 x1 ची किंमत ठेवली. आता काय होतं पहा, I will get p10 minus p10 x2 हा ब्रॅकेट सॉल्व केला तर हे मिळेल आपल्याला. आता पहा, थोडंसं याला रिअरेंज करू शकतो आपण. हे p1 यांचे जर आपण साइन बदलले पहा, p1 जे आहे इथे मायनस p1 हे मायनस होईल, हे मायनसचं प्लस होईल. पहा, आपल्या सिम्प्लिसिटीसाठी जर आपण याचे साइन बदलले, दॅट कॅन बी रिटन लाईक दिस. पहा, p10 लेफ्ट हँड साईडला घेतल्या एरोच्या हे पॉझिटिव्ह होईल. आता हे मायनस आहेच, p10 minus p1 is equal to p10 into x2. So what is p10 minus p1? We have already studied. So this is nothing but the lowering of vapor pressure. आपण शिकलेलो आहोत, है ना. सो यालाच आपण फर्स्ट कॉलिगेटिव्ह प्रॉपर्टी lowering of vapor pressure म्हणतो, p10 minus p1. Okay, so that is what nothing but the delta p. So by substituting this we will get delta p is equal to then p10 into x2. So that is what? That is what? The lowering of vapor pressure is equal to what? That is the mole vapor pressure of pure solvent into the mole fraction of the solute x2 into the solution. Paha. So from this we will get such type of equation. Lowering of vapor pressure is equal to p10 into x2. So in this way, the lowering of vapor pressure is equal to what? Now see, p10 is the constant vapor pressure of pure solvent, X2 is the mole fraction of solute. X2 is the mole fraction of solute. In this way, lowering of vapor pressure depends upon the solute, mole fraction of solute, that is the number of solute particles. And that's why lowering of vapor pressure is a colligative property. So in this way, the Raoult's law is useful to prove what? That is, lowering of vapor pressure is a colligative property. Okay, so as it depends upon the mole fraction of solute or number of solute particles. We can write like this: delta P, हे P10 जर इकडे घेऊन आलो आपण, delta P upon P10 is equal to x2. Are you getting? So this is called as relative lowering of vapor pressure. Try to understand. So delta P upon P10, delta P lowering of vapor pressure. आणि त्याला जर आपण ओव्हरऑल वेपर प्रेशर प्युअर सॉल्व्हंटने डिवाइड केलं तर आपल्याला रिलेटिव्ह लोअरिंग ऑफ वेपर प्रेशर मिळेल. पहा, डेल्टा P अपॉन P10, दिस इज कॉल्ड एज रिलेटिव्ह लोअरिंग ऑफ वेपर प्रेशर विच इज इक्वल टू व्हॉट? x2, or this can be written delta P च्या ऐवजी आपण लिहू शकतो P10 minus P1 upon P10. So this is one more important term, that is what? The relative lowering of vapor pressure. As we have seen that lowering of vapor pressure is a colligative property, as it depends upon the number of solute particles. Furthermore, the relative lowering of vapor pressure, this term is also important. What is that? Relative lowering of vapor pressure. That is nothing but the ratio of lowering of vapor pressure upon, now see, that is what? The vapor pressure of pure solvent. See, so ratio of what? The lowering of vapor pressure of solution or solvent from the solution upon the vapor pressure of pure solvent. या दोन्हीचा जो रेशो आहे याला रिलेटिव्ह लोअरिंग ऑफ वेपर प्रेशर म्हणतात. सो दिस इज इम्पॉर्टंट. So it depends upon the mole fraction of solute x2, number of solute particles, and that's why the relative lowering of vapor pressure is also a colligative property. So this is useful at the time of solving the numericals. So I hope that you might be understood. So this Raoult's law for the solutions of non-volatile solutes. Raoult's law for the solutions of when the both components are volatile liquids, and this is the Raoult's law for the solution of what? Non-volatile solute. So that is what we will get such a derivation or expression which is useful to prove how the lowering of vapor pressure and relative lowering of vapor pressure are the colligative properties, the properties which depends upon the number of solute particles. So we stop here. So if you like, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. That's all.